Now looks out on the inside. Now with a good run down on the inside, Juan squeezing. And he turned himself! Right back in. No caution! No caution! That was beautiful! Hey guys, Sax here, and welcome back to the Saxy Races. Welcome to an unplanned race. We were supposed to run Darlington tonight, and then the game decided that we're not allowed to run Darlington. So, we move here. This was an unedited, or unintentional addition to the schedule, so you're welcome. Without further ado, Smitty's on pole, and then it's JP2. P3 goes to Colin, P4 is Ryan, and in last is Juan. This one will be a little bit shorter because it is a bit later, so green flag is in the air. And it's a good getaway from everybody except for Ryan. Smity goes to the other side of the track, blocks off Jay. Here comes Jay now as they head towards turn one. Jay breaks a bit early, trying to make sure he doesn't get into Smity, but now with the crossover, oh, some contact! Smity with a good exit, though, allows himself to get clear. Oh, but he's going to run wide. Jay now at his quarter panel. It's really going to hurt Smity here unless he dives it in. He does dive it in, but his entry's going to be really bad. That's going to allow Jay to clear for the race lead.
One around.
One car around. Smity all over the back bumper of Jay there. Got him a little bump there. Now Jay protecting this bottom line. Smity a little bit of a wobble there as Juan goes way out in the dirt. Now flying down the back straightaway here. This is going to be a good spot to just sit behind that car ahead of you. Get that draft and pull off a move. As Smity does do that, he shoots it down the inside of Jay. Oh, but did not get a good rotation there. Jay going to close it right back up. Not able to get right back to Smity, though. So now Jay's going to be hoping to get some draft here on this side of the track. Get closer to Smity. Which he is. He's getting a good run here. Oh, almost got into the side of Smity there. Had to back out of it. Gonna run over the curbs. Gonna go through the grass. Or sand, whatever you want to call that. Now looking at the inside, into the final turn. Whoa, Smity blocks him! Jay's not going to be too happy about that move, as Smity leads lap one. Now Jay, once again, makes that move, going into turn one, able to get a good bit of speed there on that straightaway. That Porsche is just really good on straightaway pace. Smity, though, really good through turn one, able to defend, get back to that race lead. Looking like the BMW just has better turning, but Jay better on the straightaways, which is definitely something we've talked about many times between these two cars. We said that at Mexico City. Oh, and Jay's going to lose it, though. Two cars now. One more for a caution. Juan looking down the inside for the race lead. That is something you got to be very careful about. Yes, you can go in the grass, sand, whatever you want to call it. Like, again, I'm going to call it grass because it looks like grass. You can go out there, but it is very slick. You will lose the back end of the car if you're not careful. And now, Juan has got to set up the move now on Smity. Not able to get as big of a draft run that Jay was able to earlier, but he's definitely getting closer. But that car was... Juan is not able to set a good time during qualifying. Was 5 seconds off of the pole time. Oh, hello, lag spike. Now Colin all over the back bumper for second. Ooh, Colin, the very interesting line there. Oh, he's going to bump Juan off track. Oh, Juan rejoins right into the side of Colin. This allowed Smity to pull away for the race lead. It's now side by side for second. Going to the final turns, Juan's going to have the advantage here of the inside line. But now can Colin just get tucked in behind him here, get that draft, pull closer to him as they head towards turn one. As he is, but he's a long way back. He's going to be hoping for Juan to make a mistake. As he does, Juan runs wide again. That is going to be the biggest issue of this. It's just running wide. As again, Juan just holding off Colin for now. Oh, but he's going to go wide. Allows Colin to clear him. Now Juan back down to the inside, gets clear. Made a little bit of contact there. Now Colin back looking to the outside of him going into this turn. Juan gonna block it off. Oh, but he's gonna really miss the turn. That's gonna allow Colin to get down to the inside. But Juan got a really good exit now, able to pull away from Colin. Jay and Ryan hoping for a caution here quickly. This is a fairly big track when it comes to time-wise. During qualifying, the fastest time was, I think, a 1:46? No, 49, sorry. Oh, contact! Oh! I can't see, I think, Colin, we're going to caution it. Caution flag is out. It'll be next time by, they will go green. Yes, here we go, coming back to the green flag. Smity leads them to green. Yes, here they come to the line. Green flag in the air, and Juan does not go. That's going to stack up the field. That's going to be really good for that BMW, as all the cars are now instantly bit back. Oh, some contact there. Jay trying to move Juan. He's trying to move forward. He knows he's got the pace to go and challenge Smity. And tonight could be the chance that Jay could set a record of 3 wins in a row. We've only had back-to-back winners and not a three-peat. Jay could be the first if he can find a way to get around Smity. As he clears Juan and Colin by a good mile now, as those two are side by side for third. Jay sets his sight on that BMW up front. Find a rhythm and just start chasing. As everybody went wide there for that turn. Jay gonna be using as much draft as he can here, pull as much as he can to the back end of that BMW. They lost a lot of time because of Juan. Allowed Smity to pull away from everybody. Oh, Smity gonna go wide, so does Jay, but Jay able to keep it a little bit tighter. These are normally your top 2 when it comes to these types of tracks. So, kind of expected these two would end up being 1-2. Oh. Well, he corrected it.
I saved one.
Yeah, no, nothing there. I looked back just in time to see that. Oh, Smity, careful about that. Cutting just a little bit. I see swerving, trying to break the draft of Jay. This is the closest somebody's been to him in a while. Jay looks at the inside going into the turn. He's going to get there, but that's going to set him up poorly for this next corner. He's going to stick to this outside. He's able to do it there to the inside. Contact! Oh, it's getting rough up here for the lead. Smity able to clear as they head to the next heavy braking point. Oh, but Jay's once again just got a better entry there. Oh, made contact with Smity. It's going to allow Smity to clear through this turn, but once again, Jay's going to get a good exit, close this gap right back up. Side by side. Smity trying to take a little bit of an avoiding action there. This has allowed Colin to close back up to these two. Jay has a little bit of a gap, but now he's going to make sure that Smity, this toe doesn't help Smity just blitz him here. It doesn't look like it's really helping Smity a whole lot. Right now, Colin's actually the beneficiary of this little pack right here. Now Smity's starting to get the run. Oh, and he's going to run to the back of Jay! He would have catch it, but now falls behind Colin. Definitely, obviously, not what Jay planned to have happen of contact there with the BMW, but it was just a bystander of how racing is here. And that's the words I meant for that, I don't know. But Jay makes a mistake there. This allows Colin to look to the inside. The Acura to the lead. Not what Jay wanted to see. Jay wants to get this thing right back into his hand. Oh, going really outside of limits there. Did not get a good exit, though. Now Smity looking at the inside of Jay. Where does Jay go? He's going to cut down to the inside. Smity looking even lower. Jay blocks it off. Jay with a deep lunge into turn 1. That's really going to hurt him on exit here. It's going to allow Colin to get this right back at him. And now here comes Smity again, but Smity, poor entry. Now having to block against Juan. Hard racing here. Whoa! Juan with a deep lunge there gets clear of the BMW, but the BMW gets another challenge here around the outside. Oh, contact! This is really hurting Smity. One slight mistake goes from the lead down to not even on the podium. Juan going to drive it out wide, trying to defend against Smity. Some contact there between the two. Smity trying to set them up there, not able to get the run. Juan able to outpace him there. Now he's getting the draft. He's going to try to set something up here, going into this heavy braking point. Well, I won't say heavy. Yes. As he does send it down the inside. Juan trying to cross him over, gets into him there. Smity just parked it on the racing line. But as we're talking about this fight, Jay is now heated back up against the back end of Colin here, trying to get this race lead back from him.
Upside down, upside down, upside down.
Caution flag is out. It'll be next time by. And we are back from a red flag for Juan, flipping all drivers ready for the green flag. And there it is. Even though it still says red right there. Good start there. Colin able to get a good launch against Jay now. As here comes somebody looking out on the inside. Jay, ooh, backs off, almost right into the back end of Colin. As we're talking about backing into somebody, Ryan gets into the back end of Smity there, as now Colin is broken away. Whoa, big issue there for Juan. One car, even though he didn't spin, I will count it. He hit the wall. As Smity goes for a very wide line there. Now here comes Ryan, looking for third. Gets into the side of the BMW. As Colin now looking out front, just trying to set it the best face he can, try to keep Jay away from him. Keep that record away from Jay. As Smity gets pushed way out wide there, as you hear Ryan apologize to him. Sent him way out there in the sand. Side-by-side battle. It looks like Smitty's going to get the run, allow him to clear Ryan. Ryan going to slide back in line, try to get that draft. Oh, not a very good turn. Whoa, Smitty into the back of Jay. Jay's not going to be too happy about that, because that sent him out way wide. Each one of them pushing the limits of the track, and track limits for sure. Smitty with a deep lunge there. As Jay closing back up to the back end of this Acura. There's our front four all still here close together. Juan not incredibly far behind. Now here comes Jay looking down to the inside here to the final turn. Sets him up for the outside for turn 1. Whoa, Colin's going to make some contact with him. Colin, be careful. Do not wall him. Oh, I'll have to fix that, Smitty. I'll fix that. Wait, what is everybody on? 8. Oop. There you go. You're good. But as we're doing fixing that, it is now Smitty out front with Jay on the back end here. And third. Oh, there goes Colin! Again, I will count it. Oh, Ryan almost loses it as well. Now the front two, it's a one-on-one between these two now. Nobody else close enough to do anything. Jay now just has to sit behind somebody to get that draft. Try to make the pass going into the next turn. Maybe repay the favor and send him out wide. He does not get close enough. Smitty wants a very tight line there. Not a good exit, though. Jay's going to get the momentum. Going to get to the back end of Smitty here. Where does he go? To the outside! It's going to allow Smity to clear him, though. That was a bad setup there. Well, here he comes with a run. Once again, doesn't make that look. Might be setting it up for a different area. He feels a little more comfortable to make a pass. But makes a mistake there. Very interesting line there. Now he's going to get to the inside here. Smity going through the final turn just the same way he made the move on Colin just the previous time by. Smity going to let off, try to get that car clear of him so we can get this draft here going into turn 1. As neither one of them with a really crazy good line there, so they're just trying to get going, keep this gap. They've got a nice gap over third. And they're going to want to maintain that, keep it between the two of them. Side by side for third. 3 wide for third back there. And Ryan's gotten shuffled out. Your front two still going at it here. Smity tried to go with a wider line on the entry. Did not assist him there. And might though for exit. He got a nice tight exit. He's going to be trying to get this draft here off of Jay. And clear going into the next turn. Jay, what do you do? Well, Smity ran into the back of him, so that might help him a little bit defend here. He's going to squeeze the BMW there. Now back to this outside, side by side, through these S's. A little bit of contact there. The BMW's going to back out of it. Does not want to flip like Juan did. I got a lag spike. As here comes the BMW back down to the outside. Jay going to try to squeeze him out. He does for now. Smity backed out there. He thought about making a move, backed out of it. Now Jay sitting a little bit comfortable here as they're going to be going into turn 1 with a little bit of a gap. Smitty starting to get closer though. Good draft going on that final turn. Not close enough to make a look into turn 1 though. As I'm hard racing back there, you can see it in the background for third. Oh, Jay's gonna go wide.
3 cars, 3 cars.
All right, caution flag is out. Here we come, back to the green flag. Everybody all stacked up here. Green flag in the air. Smity jumped it a little bit, pushed Jay out front. Now as they head into turn 1, oh, some contact there. Colin in the back of Smity. Here comes Juan with a deep dive. Oh, Jay's gonna run wide. Now he's too wide for second. He gets shoved off track. Now he's clear for second, but now looking at the back end of Smitty's car. He wants to get back in this lead. Looking to the outside here for this next turn. He's going to be wanting to get this run here on this outside. Oh, here comes Colin out of nowhere. That's really going to hurt Jay there. That lunge from Colin, even if it was accidental, really hurt Jay. Has some contact there for second and first. Oh, Smity almost spun. Smity going to send it in. Oh, contact there. 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes Jay. Smitty's able to get clear, but I don't know if this is the best area to be in the lead. Maybe. He's actually got a good run here. Honestly, if I'm Juan at this point, I'm just going to push Jay. Get yourself both in this fight. Just push them. Get them along. It's like the last time we used these cars at Le Mans, these 3 were going at it for the win. Whoa, Jay! Caught it, but that's going to really hurt him on some time. As I was trying to say before, Jay almost spun it. Those 3 going at it for the win. Juan ended up pile driving Jay into a turn, costed Jay the win, and then would choke it in the final corner himself. So some redemption for Jay, and Juan is, oh!
Upside down, upside down, upside
Caution
down.
flag is back out. Well, red flag, red flag, red flag.
Jesus.
Here we go, back to green flag. There it is, and Smitty's tactic did not work. He slept on the start. He was expecting me to say it. Called him out big time, and he's going to go to the back for it. Prepared for the words and not for the start. But the one that really ended up having to pay the price is Jay. He also got held up by Smity not going, but this has allowed Juan to get the race lead. Whoa! Smity sliding in the back with contact. As we're going to actually watch this fight, they're going to go 3 wide into the turn. Contact! Heavy contact for Colin! And Smitty's around. No, he caught it. Never mind. What's one car? Never mind. Jay caught it. No, maybe. I'm not sure what to call that. He corrected it. It's fine. But now the field very spread out, and this is the highest Ryan has been all day long. He's looking at only one car.
Come on, come on.
Shut up. Only one car in front of him as we hit 20 minutes remaining. Oh my god, I just looked over the chat and saw the J message of, I love butt. Now, it is really going to be if who can really set some pace here, close back up to these race leaders. Because Colin is a long way back now. Smity and Jay are going to be trying their hardest. Whoa! Big contact there for Smity! Smity around! He did the same thing of hit the curb. He got airtime. I look back and just see, oh. Now, can Ryan make a move on Juan? As he's within a second. That is the closest gap in the field right now. As time is clicking by. Oh, Ryan had a lag spike there. I could tell he'd slowed majorly there. Now, Jay closing up to Ryan. I know that's going to be very frustrating if you're Ryan at this point. You're in second trying to close up on Juan, and you hit a lag spike that ends up costing you a lot of time. Oh, but Jay's going to make a mistake, but so does Juan. Juan! Whoa! Almost spins it! Caught it! Here comes Ryan for the race lead! He's going to clear in the turn. Juan trying to push him out the way. He does push him out wide. It allows Juan to get right back out front, but now Ryan's going to be sitting in the draft. He's going to be able to make a look here into the next turn. Big sniffing coming from Ryan. Oh, he's going to push one out the way. Contact there. Jay now closing back up to these two. Oh, more contact. Now Juan slots behind. It's going to push Ryan through that turn. He's trying to force Ryan into a mistake here. And I mean force. I mean force. As now Jay is close up to the back end of these two. And this battle is allowing Fort to close up. Smity getting closer. Oh, Jay very wide there. He's going to hit the tire wall on the outside of the course.
Finally, you let a lap, goddammit.
Shut up! As Ryan's talking about, he finally let a lap. Falls down a second. Jay now pressuring him. He's going to run at the back end of Smity. No, sorry, Smity? Sorry, Juan. So used to Smity being the leader. Oh, but Jay gets around him. Had to slide it to catch it there. Now Jay up to second. He is trying to get this lead here and try to pull away so that way he can hopefully open up a gap against Smity here. So if he can get clear of these two and keep a gap, that means Smitty's going to drive through these two to get to Jay. But Juan once again puts pressure on Jay, shoves him out of the course. As they head into this next turn, Jay going to be on the inside here. Oh, a lunge there from Ryan. Oh, the crossover! Shoves Jay out wide. Jay's going to be hoping that Ryan gives him enough space to merge back on track. He really doesn't. So now Jay's got to settle for third. This track is very hard to break away because people are so easy to send it down the inside and get right back at you. As proven right there, Ryan took a lunge and then it just did not have the momentum to keep it. As now side by side for second, Smity closing up the gap. Now Jay clear for second. Now he's going to be chasing down Juan. Oh, a little bit of lag spike there. Maybe front three all go a little bit wide. Smity kept it on the track. Jay now going to be looking to the inside here through the final turn, trying to get a run here on the back bumper of Juan. Now takes a look to the outside as they head towards turn 1. Now looks down to the inside. Now with a good run down to the inside, Juan squeezing. And he turned himself! Right back in. No caution! No caution! That was beautiful! No caution!
I cannot.
Oh my god! I mean, he squeezed them. That was completely Juan's fault. Completely Juan's fault. And now Juan goes around, caution flag is out. As we're coming back to green after having Juan have one of the best bits of the season, green flag, well, season, year, whatever you want to call it. Ryan actually got a fair start this time, side by side for the race lead. This time Jay not getting squeezed into turn 1 is bad. Oh, but who's getting squeezed is Smity from Juan. It's, oh! Ryan's going to be the one that ends up getting hurt by that. Smity gets pushed into him. Now that's going to hurt Ryan there, and it's going to pull him to the back end of the field after being almost in the lead. Juan, I would say be careful about your deep dives, man. I get it, you're wanting to make some time up, but it's really not helping. As now Smity shoves Jay off track. Jay gonna be able to rejoin back on this inside side. I just had something happen. Side by side for the race lead. Third and fourth closing up. Smity able to clear in the grass. Now Jay's gonna be hoping for a bit of slipstream here. Get close back to the back end of that BMW. Those two are the only two cars that have won in these hypercars. BMW won Le Mans, and Porsche won in Mexico. So they're trying to get their second win with their cars, while everybody else trying to get a first win for their car. And right now, Jay closing back up to the back end of Smity. Ooh, lunge there. Well, it's nice of Jay to make a lunge there. Normally he hasn't made that lunge there. Now he's going to reset it here. Get some draft. Smity, careful on that turn. Oh, but it actually ends up hurting him there. Jay with a much better turn. Clears for the race lead. Matter of fact, Ryan's closer to Smity than Smity was to Jay there, crossing the line.
You hear me? He slowed down whenever
Yeah.
he cut that.
Yeah. See some tire smoke in the back. That was from Juan, who's struggling to keep the car on track right now. I think the tires might be a little too crispy from his nice slide. Whoa, Jay's gonna go wide. Whoa, Ryan!
I'm around.
One car around. That's gonna promote Smity. Or not promote Smity. I was trying. Why do I keep calling Peugeot Smity? Juan! It's because they're both mainly white cars. Juan up to third. Now Jay gonna be trying to set his sights on Colin. I think every car's let a lap now. I didn't think about it. I think everybody's let a lap. Flying down this
Yeah.
second straightaway. What was the yeah for?
Everybody's led a lap.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
No, I just didn't know what it was for. You're good. As we're getting back into this, Jay trying to close back up to Colin. Colin with a very poor entry there into that little chicane. Contact there, Juan. Take a lunge at Jay. Jay over the curbs. Got off the ground. And it's closed back up to the back end of Colin here. As here comes Smity down the inside of Juan. And also passing him. Now, Jay closing to the back end of Colin here. Oh, gonna go a little bit wide here through turn 1. Contact for third. Now Juan up to, second contact there with him and Jay. Gonna hope that lap counts for Jay after having that contact. Gonna hope. Oh, contact there. Jay runs into the back of your race leader. Jay's gonna be really kind of hoping for Juan to get clear of him here. Watch Juan take out Colin. As now he's kind of relegated to this side of the track, gets into the back end of Juan, shoves him out wide. Gonna continue to shove him out wide. I do not think Jay's too happy with that car. And he's not giving him enough room to be on the track there. Now he does, but damage is done there against Juan. Now they head down this back straightaway, side by side for a second. Contact there for a second. As Juan does get clear of it, and now Jay under pressure from the BMW. As I didn't even realize, we're under 10 minutes to go. Time is winding down fast. Whoa, contact between your race leaders. Juan looking on the inside. Oh, here comes Jay. Jay with the lunge. Tries to get the stick. He's going to spin out. What's that, 2? Yeah, that's 2.
Yep.
One more for a caution. Now Jay's going to have to reset here. Catch back up to these leaders or hope that a caution comes out. Which is very highly likely with who's up here. Talking about who's up here. Second place closing in. Looking on the inside here into turn 1. Colin gonna squeeze Juan, trying to keep him out of the lead. Juan able to clear. Colin rallies back. Contact! This has brought Smity right back in the equation. I just reminded myself of the pancakes with that contact. Oh, Juan with a crossover. Contact there. Now Colin able to try to get clear. He does. Right on that inside line there. Juan going to look wide here. It's worked out for him a couple of these times. Not every time, but it definitely has worked for him a couple times. That does not work for him this time, though. Now, Smity on the back bumper. He's going to look down to the inside. This is going to hurt their time. If they keep fighting, they're going to allow Colin to open this gap up. Smity does not care, though. He wants to go for this thing. He does not want to be staying behind Juan. Side by side for second. Smity pushes it in. Oh, makes some contact there with Juan, but Colin makes a mistake that's going to allow that BMW to get to the back bumper of the Acura. Makes a mistake there. Now here comes Juan looking down to the, outside, now the inside. Depending on how you look at it. I know you can say left or right, but yeah. Major front 2 all over the curbs there through that corner. And now here comes Juan looking down the inside, but Smity able to get a good enough exit to clear. As they come to the final turn, single filed out. No issue for now. Oh, it's a deep dive again from Juan to get close back up to these guys. Contact there with the BMW. Smity trying to put that pressure down on Colin. Colin trying to find his first road course win. Juan with a deep lunge again, but it's not going to help him. And goes right back down to third. Some contact there. Smity shoves Colin out wide. Oh, and Colin's going to spin! Caution flag's back out. Coming back to the green flag under 5 minutes. Under 4 minutes and 30 seconds here. Let's see how this shapes up. Jay, deep in the field. Got to get around 2 cars to even get back to Smity. Green flag in the air. And notice that the BMW got the best start, but now the draft playing a factor. Here comes Juan looking around the outside. He's going to go for a really late break there. Contact. Oh, even more contact. That's going to allow Smity to pull away. Whoa! Jay's going to get around Juan. So we're going to head back here. Hold on, let's get to Jay here. Under pressure from Ryan now. And Juan with another. He just does not know how to brake. And it's really showing. Either he's got a loose. Either he's got a loose. Shut up. Kidding. I'm messing with you. Either Juan's got a loose brake pedal or he doesn't know which one's the brake pedal. And I think my option is the second one. Right now, Smity way out front. Everybody trying to close up to that BMW, but it's going to be very hard now. Only a little amount of time left, and especially when contact happens like that. They've got to hope for Smity to make a mistake. As we set up to Colin, who's in second. He's going to be hoping to close up to Smity here, get a good look here. As I believe we're going to be hitting around, I think this is like 3 to go probably here. We're closing up in the final few laps here. Whoa! Colin had to take some avoiding action there to avoid hitting Smity. And for context, obviously, we do overtimes. We get 5 overtime attempts. If they have a caution that comes out before they hit the 2 to go mark, they will get a 1-minute timer when they go green. Meaning they have a minute for another caution to come out, or it is good to the end. As now Smity trying to just set some clean laps now, as Colin trying to still close back up. Half a second between first and second. Colin is tired of finishing second and third at these road courses. He's got plenty of those. He wants to find victory lane. He doesn't want to be known as the oval winner.
Juan's around.
One car around.
Precisely.
That's Colin. It's a good run through that corner. Not a good exit, though. That's going to allow Smity to open this gap up again. He's going to have to sit and draft and hope that he can close. As you can see, Smity pulling away on the straightaway. I know, I wish we had better cameras in this game, but it's fine. Smity goes for a very wide entry. Colin with a very shallow entry. That's going to hurt Colin here. Oh, now Jay's going to get to him. Jay now in the second, and has only got, really, 2 laps. A minute and some change left now. Can Jay reel in Smity? As the answer is right now, yes. He's brought that gap down. He's closer than Colin was. Less than a minute. This is going to be the 2 laps to go mark here. Jay takes a look into turn 1. Gonna settle for second here. Maybe not. Takes the lunge. Gets there. He's side by side with Smity. Smity able to clear as it goes through the first quarter of these S's. Jay's got to reevaluate where he wants to make this move. Oh, he's going to get to the quarter panel. Now side by side. Somebody able to run it a little bit deeper there. Now here comes Jay trying to get the crossover. Not able to get it there. As that's official. 2 to go. Next time by is the white flag. No more cautions. If you spin, you spin. As it's a front 2 battle right now, but Colin easily could steal this thing if these 2 make enough contact. Here comes Jay with a run. He's going to go to the outside of Smity here. Going to break a little bit earlier from Smity as well. Going to get into the back bumper. Whoa! And now Colin is starting to creep back into the picture here. Jay wants to set this record. Be that first time three-peat. But he's got to be one of the hardest drivers on road courses to get there. Hardest drivers, oh my god. That sounds so bad. Hardest driver to pass, side by side for the lead as they come back to the white flag. Three cars all close together. Ryan, I think, also went around. So now it is really just these three. Jay trying to make the look on the outside of turn one, not able to get it there. Now he's got to set this thing up. He doesn't have a lot of pressure from behind, but he knows that if he doesn't make this look quick enough, or if he fights too hard with Smity and hurts himself on time, Colin is there. Smity now with a comfortable lead as we're going to get to this back straightaway. He's going to be hoping for a good exit here. Get a run. If you're Colin and Jay, I feel like if Colin gets enough of a run to get to the back of Jay, you push. You do not want to fight right now. I feel like you've got to catch the leader before you end up getting into a fight. Jay a long way back, but he's really good in the second half. Well, last chunk. I won't say second half. Oh, and Smitty's going to drive it out wide into the sand. I think Smitty's going to be good from here, unless he makes a mistake. Oh, maybe not. Here comes Jay with a deep lunge to the back bumper. Side by side as they enter the final few turns. The advantage going to Smitty. Can Jay squeeze him enough? Contact! Smitty! Oh my gosh! Now Colin's gonna get it! Colin's gonna win! Colin steals it! Hard break for Smitty! Smitty got airtime through the final corner. Definitely not how Jay wanted to end that. So close to the three-peat. Yes, here we go. Colin gets to burn it down. And he's hitting every wall in his path. Another wall. Oh, he kept it off the wall that time. He threw it in reverse. Burning it down. Third place, Smitty. Maybe. Still waiting. Oh my god.
Bro's strutting.
Alright, that's the first step. There you go. Second place, runner-up, Jay. I know the camera, not the camera, I know the mic isn't picking it up, but I'm clapping.
Turn off noise suppression, jackass.
Nah, because I don't know how to.
My god.
And
Hold on, these are
your...
fireworks.
Shut up. Your winner, Colin. The most nerdiest looking avatar walking out for the win. You got the full race suit. Jay over here, and then Colin. Smitty obviously not how you thought this was going to go in those final few turns, but as a race as a whole, and obviously your take on that final corner, that was your race.
Sorry. Fucking Colin walking now. Got me. Yeah, I mean, this is a good race. I had a lot of quick pace. I was horribly, my lag was just terrible. I couldn't keep anything. I bet there's more pace for me to find, but I still kept up with lag. Yeah, just final corner. You're racing for the win. So I mean, if you wanna, that's just how racing is. I mean, we're both racing for the win. And none of us are going to give fucking space going in there. I mean, not space, but like, we're not going to slow down. No, enough rooms there. No, that's just racing. Can't really be mad about that. Still on the podium. Colin getting the win.
Goofy
Yeah,
walk.
just. But yeah, that's just racing. And just happy I'm at least on the podium.
All right, well, we're going to move to our second place runner-up. We're going to talk to Jay now. Once again, just the same question as Smitty, not how you thought this was going to turn out there in that final turn. I'll hear your take on it, and how was the race from your perspective?
The race was actually really good. I had a lot of fun driving the Porsche again. I was hoping I get to drive it a little sooner than later. Same issue with Mexico City. Just didn't really have a lot of turn in. Had a great drive off, just not a lot of center or entry drive. Congrats to Colin. I mean, he's worked really hard to get that road course win, and it's good to actually see him win a race. He's been keeping up really a lot. He's been very consistent. Can never be mad at him when he's winning a race.
All right, well, what was your take on that final turn, and what happened between you and Smitty?
In the moment, I don't know what it was. I don't know if he was lagging. I don't know if he squeezed or he came up. I can't give an answer at that, but I can say it really was just hard racing. Me and him really wanted that real badly, and he knows I would never wreck him on purpose, and I know he wouldn't try and block me that hard. So it's more likely just racing, and today sucks. Really, everyone knows I love to set records. Really wanted that three-peat, but plenty of opportunities left. I'm pretty good at these type of Roblox races, so
Somebody get your
plenty of
ass back on the
opportunities
podium.
left to get that three-peat.
He comes running back in here. Well, okay, final question. The contact with Juan, where he just decided to, I don't know how in the hell he managed to merge back into the track.
Well, we were coming into a turn. I was there, and I don't know what he thought was going to happen, but he just kept forcing me down. Part of me wanted to turn him, part of me didn't, and it all just worked out. I thought he saved it. I thought that was one of the best saves in the world. Then I don't know what happened to him after that. All I heard was Smity laughing, then Ryan laughing, and then you laughing. So I'm not sure what he did. I have to watch the replay on that to get a laugh myself.
He caught the car.
Yeah.
He drifted it back and just drove off like nothing happened.
That's what I thought is what happened. I thought that was a good save. I mean, not every day you can do that. Not everybody can do that. So considering how aggressive he is, I was really surprised that he was able to hold on to that car and then drive off like it was nothing.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna move to our race winner. Colin, welcome back to Victory Lane. First road course win. How does it feel to get here? And what were you thinking there coming into the final few turns?
Okay, first to answer your question, how do I feel? It feels so good. Oh my god, you know everything. My first ever hypercar race, I had the was even peak. My other races on road, either on F1, I either lag super hard or I get over at the last lap, or I'm just never even in contention because I'm right behind Jay and Ryan, excellent racers who are people that have been doing this for years. But finally, I get my time to show that I'm not just an oval racer. I can prove myself on these types of tracks. I have the talent to keep up with everybody, and even if I don't win, I can always get to podium.
All right. Well, what about that final corner though?
So I don't know if I can say too much because obviously I wasn't like a part of the party that was duking it out. I wasn't the final two, but watching it from behind, it was definitely interesting because I kind of accepted my. I was like, okay, be to like get podium, like Smitty or Jay deserves it. But seeing that, it was crazy. It was just panic in my head. I'm like, keep it straight, keep it straight. And then Jay comes up on my rear end. Like I thought he was going to turn me, and that was going to be that. But then he turned away from me, and I got the win. So it's racing ultimately. I know these two don't really about it. I am just racing. Well, of course I got the win, so I gotta be proud of myself for that.
Oh, that is fair. Our next race will be Darlington. I will try my fucking hardest to get that race up for you guys. We want to run that. I want to. I really do. And we're supposed to run it tonight, like I said at the beginning. We will get that to you guys. And then after that should be Monza. It might get flip-flopped. I'm not sure yet. I don't know how it's going to get released. So whatever's next is either going to be Monza or Darlington. Go check those races out. Go check out all the previous races. Go check out the Extras channel where we've been running an AI championship with these guys and a couple others. So go check that out. Check out the Twitch for when I stream live. And join the Discord coming out in the community. And join these races. We are allowing fans to come and join starting later this year. You guys will be allowed to join these. This is Saxy signing out. See you guys next time. Bye, guys.